Right. You got it. Thanks for calling. Gotta go, we're live. These things are amazing, aren't they? Why, I could be anywhere and people can still reach me. No more phone tag. I just give someone my number and whenever they want, they can get through to me. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, hey, listen, I'm shooting a commercial right now. Can I call you back in, say, half an hour? Great. Yeah. Sure. You too. Ciao. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, yes, I was saying how easy it is for people to reach me. What? Just a sec. Don't go away. Hello? Yeah, honey, I'm on the set. I know you miss me. I miss you too. Yeah, baby, I'll head straight home as soon as I'm through. Love you too. Bye. Can we take that from the top? After how easy it is for people to reach me? Gotcha. With this little fellow, I can be anywhere and not miss a single call. Now what? Sorry, Paul, I know I forgot to switch it to vibrate. You know anyone at 555-4323? Me neither. Well, as long as we're at a good stopping point, why don't I see who it is? It could be important.
Take 5.
Yeah, this is Harry. Did someone just page me? Harry, you know, Harry Jacobs, the guy from all those cellular commercials. Cellular phones, phones with no wires you can take anywhere. Of course they're expensive. What did you expect? Anyone can reach you anywhere, anytime. You get what you pay for. Jacobs. Ask around, will ya? I don't have all day. Well, somebody paged me. This number didn't just get there by itself. Same to you, buddy. Some people.
Harry, we're going to wrap it for today. Tomorrow at 10.
Sure, Paul. Sorry about all the interruptions, but hey, what can you do?
You could get SuperPhone.
Get what?
I said you could get SuperPhone.
SuperPhone? SuperPhone, what's that? Some kind of new cellular system?
No, it works with whatever phone lines you already have.
I don't get it. What's it do?
Well, for starters, it would have let you shoot this commercial without all those interruptions.
How's that?
Let's take it from the top. Your first call was scripted, right? You weren't even talking to a real person.
So?
So SuperPhone can't help you there.
Whatever they want, they can get through to me.
This next one wasn't scripted, was it? It was a real call. Who was it?
Well, that was my agent. He's the guy who told me to buy this cellular in the first place in case he got me a gig.
So what's your next gig?
Well, it wasn't about a gig. He wants to borrow my camcorder for the weekend.
Has he ever gotten you anything that couldn't wait for 30 minutes?
Come to think of it, no. Why?
Then SuperPhone would have said you weren't available right then, but would offer to take a message.
Oh, kind of like voicemail or something.
Or something.
Reach me. Wait. Just a sec, don't go away. Hello? Yeah, honey,
Who's this?
Well, that's Sherry, my girlfriend.
Ah, she call you like this very often?
All the time.
You expected her to call here?
Well, I tell her not to call me at work, but it's a cellular. How would she know?
Well then, with SuperPhone you could have left her a short message to hold her over, and your phone wouldn't even ring here when she called.
No kidding. We'll call. Now what? I suppose now you're going to tell me SuperPhone can keep jerks from dialing the wrong pager number, right?
No, but with SuperPhone you would know it was a jerk, so you wouldn't have to go to all that trouble verifying it.
How so?
Like other systems, SuperPhone can page you when someone calls. With SuperPhone, that's entirely up to you. But instead of a number to call, SuperPhone tells you who called, whether they left a message for you, and also whether they left a number you can reach them at when you call in for your messages. So if a regular number shows up on your pager, you know it's bogus.
What did you mean when you said it's up to me whether I get paged or not?
That's what makes SuperPhone so super. You may need to be paged when your agent calls. You never know, it could actually be a real gig. But do you really need to be paged every time Sherry calls? Just tell SuperPhone what you want it to do when someone calls, and voila, it's as good as done.
How come you know so much about SuperPhone? I've never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It's brand new. I just shot their infomercial last week. It's probably still in editing. You want to go check it out?
Sure.
Bob, are you still editing that SuperPhone thing? I was telling Harry about it. He's shooting a cellular commercial next door. I thought you could bring him up to speed.
It's pretty awesome. Why don't I cue up one of their commercials and you be the judge? Tired of playing phone tag all day? Can't afford to miss important calls?
At the rate cellular costs, you can't afford not to miss them? Then you need SuperPhone. SuperPhone kills phone tag dead, puts important calls through to you wherever you are, cuts incoming cellular airtime in half without sacrificing quality.
Hold it right there. There's no way that can cut airtime without defeating the whole purpose of cellulars.
What do you mean, Harry?
Well, the whole idea of cellulars is you can reach me at any time. If SuperPhone just takes a message, that's going to tick off some big shot. I could lose an important contract, or worse yet, a major client.
I see you got the part about cutting airtime. Did you miss the part about not sacrificing quality or accessibility?
No, I heard that, but the only thing SuperPhone could do to cut airtime would be to take a message, right?
Harry, let's say I'm that big shot you were talking about, and I need to reach you.
Okay.
If I knew you were here in the editing room right now, and instead of calling you on your cellular, I called you here, would that bother you?
What do you mean?
Would you be upset if I called you on that phone right there instead of the cellular clipped to your belt?
Well, no, but you wouldn't have any way of knowing I was here, and I'm not sure I'd want you to.
Point taken. What if I didn't know you were here? What if you forwarded the number that I usually called you at to here? Now, I don't know you're here, but I still reach you on Bob's phone instead of your cellular.
That wouldn't work. I don't want you talking to Bob here. He might steal my contract.
Okay, what if I never speak with Bob, but only to you?
Ah, but you just said Bob's phone would ring. He's the one who's going to have to answer it.
Not if I called your secretary and she knew you were here, put me on hold while she called Bob and told him she needed to talk with you. Then when she got you on the phone, she said I was waiting on the line.
Yes, but I don't have a secretary now, do I?
If you did, would you be just as happy to talk to me on Bob's phone as you would be on your cellular?
I see where you're going with this, but it won't work. The money I'd save not talking to you on my cellular wouldn't come close to paying for a secretary. Besides, I get important calls all the time, not just during office hours. You'd have to give me a secretary that works around the clock and on weekends. That would cost a fortune.
How's $19.95 grab you?
But that's more than I make in an hour.
But that pays for SuperPhone for an entire month.
Hold it. Just hold everything. You're telling me for less than $20, I get a secretary that can screen all my calls and only put through the people I want to talk to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for a whole month?
And?
And what?
And take messages for you if you're not available.
And?
Let you leave private messages for up to 900 different people.
Time out. What's this 900 different people bit about?
I'm sure a successful actor like yourself has lots of clients.
And prospective clients.
Friends.
Lots of friends.
And loved ones.
And relatives.
And girlfriends.
And bill collectors.
What's with the bill collectors? I don't want them interrupting me like they're prone to do.
With SuperPhone, they'll never interrupt you again.
No way.
You just give them your SuperPhone extension and their own PIN code and tell them whenever they want to reach you to call SuperPhone. And if you're available, they'll get through.
But that's just it. I don't want to be available.
So you tell SuperPhone you're never available when they call, and it believes you.
But I don't even want to be paged when they call.
You tell them, Bob.
Just tell SuperPhone you never want to be paged when any bill collector calls, and it won't page you.
Get out of here.
It gets better. Say you're in a shoot, like this afternoon, and your agent calls. He's got a cellular too, right?
Oh, you betcha.
But he also has an office.
Well, he works out of his house, but he won't give me that number. It's unlisted.
So whenever you call him on his cellular?
I have to.
When he can't get through to you because you've told SuperPhone you're not to be disturbed, he leaves a message. After he's done, SuperPhone asks him if there's a number where he can be reached at. If he's going to be at home for a while, he'll probably punch in that number.
You finish your shoot, you know you got a message because you told SuperPhone to page you whenever your agent even tries to call you.
You, of course, remember to set your pager to vibrate.
Don't rub it in.
You press one key on your phone and you're connected. If he keyed in his home number instead of his cellular, you're saving him 45 cents a minute courtesy of your SuperPhone account. How do you like them apples?
And if Sherry leaves you a message and you don't want to get into a lengthy phone conversation with her, you press one button and leave a message for her on your SuperPhone account. She'll get it the next time she calls in, which I would say should be right about now.
Hello? Oh, hi, Sherry. Yeah, I know I said I'd come straight home, but something came up. I'm still at the studio. I should be home shortly. I know you do. I know I did. I know you are. I know. Me too. See you in a little bit. Love you too. Bye.
Harry, how much was your last cellular bill?
Huh?
Your last cellular phone bill, how much was it?
I don't know, a couple hundred, I guess.
Would you say people call you as much as you call out?
I suppose. How did he know she was going to call right then?
I don't know. So you pay about $100 a month for people to call you on your cellular.
I guess so. I never thought about it.
So if SuperPhone could cut your incoming calling time in half, you'd be saving $50 a month?
Not if I had to pay for SuperPhone first.
Okay, $30 a month then. $30 in your pocket after paying for SuperPhone. Have I got that right?
You talking to me?
I'm trying to save you $360 a year here and possibly help you keep your job while we're at it.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
He just showed you how to transfer $50 from your cellular phone bill into your own pocket each month by paying $19.95 a month for SuperPhone.
You mean when I spend $20 on SuperPhone, my cellular phone company's going to give me $50? That doesn't make sense. Why would they do that?
It's not like this is their idea. They don't give you back anything. You pay $50 less than you would have because you use less airtime than you would have. They probably don't even like the idea.
And I don't miss any calls?
You wouldn't have to, but you might want to.
Here we go again.
Stay with me on this one, Harry. I think you'll like it. You got your cellular so you wouldn't miss any important calls, right?
Right.
But apparently you're not able to distinguish who's important and who isn't, right?
Hold on now, that's not fair. If I hadn't given Sherry my cellular number, we probably wouldn't be seeing each other right now.
So what you're saying is she was important when you gave her your number, but now she's not. Am I getting that straight?
No, she's still important. I just wish there was some way to keep her from calling me when it's more important that I'm not disturbed.
Exactly. But now that you've given her your cellular...
I'm stuck.
Not with SuperPhone.
Why not?
If you told SuperPhone it's all right for Sherry to get through to you on your cellular, and then later you change your mind, you just call SuperPhone and tell it you changed your mind, and she can't get through to you on your cellular anymore.
How does that work?
When you give someone your SuperPhone extension, you never give them your cellular number or your home number for that matter. So there's nothing to try and take back if you change your mind.
SuperPhone puts them through to wherever you are, or tells them it can't find you and offers to take a message.
For a while, they were getting through to you if your cellular was the only way to reach you. Then they're not. As far as they know, you just couldn't be reached at the time they called.
This is beginning to sound pretty complicated. Are you sure people are ready for this?
Harry, let me ask you a question. Do you have a microwave oven at home?
What's that got to do with anything?
Have you ever cooked anything in it besides popcorn?
You've got a VCR, don't you?
Sure, so what?
Have you ever set the clock or recorded a show while you were away?
I lost the instructions.
He'll do.
Do what?
We're going to use you for a guinea pig. If you can burn popcorn in a microwave, you can run SuperPhone.
Here's a SuperPhone starter kit. This is what you get when you order SuperPhone. Go ahead, open it.
That's your instructions.
That's your PIN code directory. That helps keep track of who you've given PIN codes to.
Those are your personalized access cards. You give them to people who will be calling you. That way they don't have to keep track of your extension or their PIN codes in their head.
And that's it. Set the directory and cards aside for now and open the instruction book. You look like the impatient type, so don't bother reading anything below the heavy dotted lines. Just do what it says at the top of each page.
Go ahead and write down your phone numbers where it asks for them and pick a 4-digit passcode.
It doesn't matter if Tony and I see it. You can change it as often as you like.
Why does it want to know if I have sex?
It doesn't want to know whether you have sex or not. It wants to know whether to refer to you as a he or a she.
For now, say you're a male. If you ever decide to switch, you can change it then.
What if I don't have a work phone?
Just leave it blank. Before it asks for a number, it always asks if you have a phone there first.
Okay, I'm done.
Why don't we use the speakerphone so we can all hear you mess up?
Thank you for calling. Enter the 4-digit extension of the person you're trying to reach now.
It says to press a star here.
Well, then why aren't you pressing it?
Please enter the activation code found in your startup kit now.
That's this long number here?
The one where it says activation code?
Don't listen to him, Harry. You're doing fine.
Your passcode is 9999. To prevent others from hearing your messages or changing your settings, please enter a new 4-digit passcode now. Your passcode is 12345. book. If that's correct, press 1. If not, press 2 now.
Well, that's a good one, Harry. No one will figure that one out.
Your voice ID is simply your name recorded in your voice. It lets people know that they've keyed in the right extension to reach you. After the tone, say your name, then press the 0 on your phone.
Harry Jacobs.
Harry Jacobs. If that's correct, press 1. If not, press 2 now. Press 1 if you're a male, or 2 if you're a female now.
Watch out, Harry. I think it's a trick question.
I have you down as a male. If that's correct, press 1. If not, press 2 now.
It's not too late to change your mind.
If you have a home phone, press 1. If you don't, press 2 now. Please dial your 10-digit home phone number, starting with your area code now. 808-555-532-7. If that's correct, press 1. If you have a work phone, press 1. If you don't, press 2 now.
This is
On a
easy.
cellular phone, press 1. If you don't, press 2 now. Please dial your 10-digit cellular number, starting with your area code now. 808-639-5632. If that's correct, press 1. If not, press 2 now. If you have a pager, press 1. If you don't, press 2 now. Please dial your 10-digit pager number, starting with your area code now. 808-655-0068. If that's correct, press 1. If not, press 2 now. That's it for now. Don't lose your 10-digit activation code. It's your key to changing any of the information you just entered. For day-to-day use, your extension and your passcode will be all you need. Bye.
That's it? That's all there is to it?
That's all there is to setting up your account. You just told SuperPhone who you are and what your phone numbers are. And you agreed on a secret password that only you and Bob and I for the moment know.
Why do I need a passcode again?
Keeps other people from hearing messages that are supposed to be for you.
I still don't know why it needs to know whether I'm a male or a female.
Harry, remember when I was playing Mr. Big and your secretary was going to put me through to you on Bob's phone?
Yeah, sure.
Well, when Bob answered, your secretary might have said something like, "I have a call for Harry. Is he there right now?"
Yeah, so?
Is he there right now? She wouldn't say, is it there right now?
SuperPhone does pretty much the same thing. You'll see in a minute. When it calls Bob, it'll say, "I have a call for Harry Jacobs. Press 1 if he's there, or 2 if he's not now."
No way.
I kid you not.
So what's next?
Next, you need to set up a PIN code. You give a 3-digit PIN code to someone you want to call you. That's what these access cards are for. They tell people how to reach you. But you need to tell SuperPhone what you want it to do when this person calls in.
You've done all the hard stuff.
I have to do that every time someone calls?
Think secretary. You've just told your secretary what you wanted to do every time I call you. You only have to tell her once unless you decide you don't want me calling you at home or on your cellular anymore. As long as you don't change your mind, you never have to tell it what to do when I call again.
Well, that seems easy enough. What else?
Just like you would tell your secretary when you take off for lunch or head out for a business meeting, you tell SuperPhone what number it can reach you at whenever you change numbers.
Or you might tell your secretary you don't want any interruptions for a while, like when you're shooting a commercial, for instance.
You're here right now. Why don't you tell SuperPhone you'll take important calls here on my phone?
You just told SuperPhone you're here. Let's see if it knows what to do when I call. Bob, have you got another phone line I can use?
Sure, use this one. Put it on speaker.
Is that you, Tony?
It better be. Why don't we hang up so we don't tie Bob's phone lines up, okay?
That's incredible. So how do I keep Sherry from calling me at work?
When you set up her PIN code, don't give her cellular privileges.
But if I was home and she was out, she could still get through?
Absolutely.
And if there are times you want her to reach you on your cellular, you just call SuperPhone and activate her cellular privileges for as long as you want.
That reminds me, I told Sherry I'd come straight home. Hey, what do I owe you guys for SuperPhone?
Keep it. We'll use you for a reference. Here, take one home for Sherry.
Gee, thanks. I'll do that.
Have your agent get in touch with Paul. Maybe we can use you on our next SuperPhone commercial.
Gee, thanks. I'll do that.
Think we sold him?
Oh, I think you got the concept.
Well, back to work. This infomercial airs next week.